If you want to build a mission-driven company that survives any crisis and also attracts the best employees on the market, you absolutely must to become a mission-driven company. Today we're gonna break it down in details, and also I'm gonna give you some useful tips on how to implement it into your new or current venture. I am Anastasia Green, welcome back to the New Leaders Show. Hit the subscribe button to get weekly dose of inspiration and tools for powerful leaders. Let's go! So what is a mission-driven company? I'm sure in your MBA or in your marketing course you learned that the mission is the sentence that describes company functions, advantages, and position in the market. But there is a very big difference between a mission that is written on your website or in your corporate documents and the mission-driven company. So let's see how are they different. Mission-driven company is the company where mission that is described on the website is implemented in every single division and every single process of the company, which means that your mission is alive. It's not just a virtual sentence, it's actual direction and actual anchor for your company to navigate in the world of business. Why is this so important to have a mission-driven organization? Well, first of all, the market is changing, and in the ever-changing market, you need some compass, you need a direction. And a mission-driven culture, mission-driven structure, gonna give you that direction that can allow you to navigate in the ever-changing environment. Second of all, and I'm sure you heard this one before, is people make the company. You want to attract the best talent on the market, and to do that, you need to attract them by some kind of magnet. And the mission and the mission-driven culture can become that magnet, because powerful people are looking for purpose. They need something more than just the organization. They need the direction this organization going towards. The third reason why our company needs to be mission-driven is to survive crisis times. When a crisis hits the company, there should be something bigger, something more powerful than just the business goals to unite your team around. If you're gonna tell your people, we have to increase our revenue by 10% in the months of crisis, it's gonna be hard for them to understand why they're doing this. When the ship goes down, you need something to pull it up, to push it through the hard times, to push it through the storms, to navigate through storms. And mission-driven culture, where everybody is emotionally connected to their work, can help you to get through this. So how can you create a mission-driven company today? First of all, you need to communicate your mission statement to your team and do it often. I've been part of the company where founder was gathering every team in one room for a 1-hour meeting every single month, and every single time he will be putting on the slides this amazing mission that we were committed to, and then for the months breaking down the goals that are aligned with that vision. Second step is to help every single person on your team to connect their mission of life and their values to your company mission and your company values. How you can do that? One-to-one meetings are the best tool you can do so. And of course, you can hire HR team, especially if your organization is more than 50 employees, it's getting harder. But trust me, if you will invest your time as the founder and go and have a conversation, like a real talk with every single person on the team of what are they trying to achieve in their lives, what is the mission of their lives, and then find the links between their mission and the mission of your company, to the point where they feel like, yes, it actually makes sense why I'm here. Millennials are such millennials, right? Your mission is the first tool that you need to have to create a set of values. So number 3, create set of values. The set of values are pretty much what supports your company mission and your company vision through the philosophy, through the principles, and helps every single person to have a tangible set to use by in every day. And that leads us to step number 4, implement your values into every process that you have inside of your company. I saw so many companies that have this beautiful set of values written on their websites or somewhere else, and nobody can even say them. They are so complicated, there is like 30 of them, and the team is just getting confused and it's impossible to live, so they're way too idealistic, they're way too complicated. One of the best things you can do to create your company values is to get your leadership team, or even maybe get the whole team if it's not too big, and try to come up with the values together. So people can resonate with them, people can feel them, and people know that these values are the truth. They're not putting down on them. They're actually created from the bottom to the top. And then as you have this set of values, you will be implementing using the people who created these values, because they already know what they meant to them, and now they can find a way to implement the set of values that you created into every process, starting from the email, going down to the communication with the client, going down into the way the office looks like. Internal branding and external branding should be based on your core values. Step number 5 is to come back and see how can the values be delivered in a more efficient way through the processes that you have in your company. So what I'm saying is that you need to improve all the time. You can't just create one set of values one time, think that you implemented them and forget about them. This is not the way it works, guys. You want to come back to the processes. You want to have people that are responsible for reviewing the implementation of the mission and values into your company. You know that cycle of the improvement when you create the idea, you test the idea, you implement the idea, you review the idea, and then you come back to the beginning of the circle. Same thing should be done with the implementation of your values. Let your employees ask themselves every time, how can I deliver on our values better? So for example, one of the core values of Zappos is to deliver wow in our service. And it's an incredible value that can be implemented into every division, into every single process. I absolutely love how Zappos works around their mission and around their values. So if you have something similar, how can we deliver wow on our service? How can we measure that? How can we measure that better? Are we delivering our wow better? And just revalue this process every time. Another Zappos value is to do more with less. I also love it. I think it's very sustainable value, and it's also universal for every single division of the company. And number 6 is appreciate those people, those employees that are advocating your mission inside of the company. Yes, guys, I mentioned before in previous videos that appreciation, empowerment, and encouragement are one of the most powerful tools of leaders. Check it in my previous videos. That's something that you should be doing with the people that are showing that they support your company values. And everybody in the company should see how incredible it is to be part of their big vision, on the big mission, and actually live it through the everyday workplace life. So to summarize that, communicate more often, help your team to connect emotionally with the company mission, create set of values, implement values into everyday process, come back and see how can you deliver that better, and appreciate people that are advocating for your mission. Comment the mission of your company below, and I promise to give you personalized advice how can you implement this mission into your company routines, and also how to enroll your employees into the mission better. It was Anastasia Green. Love you guys, have amazing organizations, and see you next week.